Hi everyone, here we will see about industrial drives and applications module 2. Module 2 consisting of two parts. The first part is selection of motor drives, power rating, and second one is DC motor drives. So first one consisting of thermal model of motor for heating and cooling, classes of motor duty, termination of motor rating. So this is the first part. In first part, we will see the introduction of selection of motor power rating. So we have some points here. So when a motor operates, when motor is running, so heat is produced. That means losses will occur. Losses will produce inside the machine. So automatically the temperature of the machine will rise. So next one, temperature increases, a portion of heat flows out to the surrounding medium. When temperature reaches a the steady state value depends on the power loss and output power of the machine. So next one, so therefore we have a relation between output power and thermal loading. So next one, steady state temperature is not the same at various parts of the machine. It highest in winding. So loss density in conductor is high, dissipation is slow. So steady state these losses will occur mainly winding. So copper losses, iron losses, and mechanical losses, that is friction and windage losses, will occur inside the part. These losses are not same, that is the heat of the machine is not same in all the parts of the machine. So maximum temperature will be occur in the winding of the machine. So why? Because copper losses will produce inside the winding. That's what temperature of the winding will be more than the other parts of the machine. So also because winding are not exposed to cooling area wrapped with the insulation material and partly exposed in slots. So this is a placed in the slots. It is not exposed in cool area. So cool area is not be there. That's what the temperature of the winding will be more. Among the various material used in the machine, the insulation has lowest temperature limit. When operating for a specific application, motor rating should be carefully chosen to ensure that the insulation temperature never exceed the prescribed limit. If not, lead to thermal breakdown, causes short circuit and damage to windings. For loads which operates at a constant power and speed, determination of motor power rating is a simple, straightforward. Next one, most of the loads operate at variable power and speed and are different for different applications. So here we have three objectives. So mainly it's based on the motor operating and heat is producing. So those things we will will discuss here. So the objectives of this module or chapter is obtain thermal model for the machine, calculation of motor rating for various classes of motor duty, categorization of load variation with time. So that is the classes of duty of motor, method for calculating the motor ratings for various classes of duty. These are the three objectives. The first one here, class of motor duty. Based on the duty, based on the operating, these electrical drives are classified into different ways, right? First one, continuous duty. The motor works at a constant load for enough time to reach temperature equilibrium. So characterized by constant motor loss. So example for continuous duty is paper mill drives, compressors, pumps. This is the example for continuous duty on short time. So this is how some of the motors, some of the drives will use for short time, specified time. So those drives are comes under short time duty. It denotes the operation at constant load during a given time less than that required to reach thermal equilibrium, followed by a rest of sufficient duration to re-establish equality of temperature with the cooling medium. So example for is motor used for operating, closing, lock gates and bridges. So these are the example for short time duty. So when opening door, closing the door and bridges gates opening, so those comes under short time duty drives. Next, third one is intermittent periodic drive. It denotes a sequence of identical duty classes, each consisting of a period of operation at constant load and a rest period. These periods being too short to obtain thermal equilibrium during one duty cycle. So this type of drives, so using for period of operation at constant load and rest of this period to the short to being thermal equilibrium. So some certain period of operation we will use this type of drives. So examples is like hosting missions used for used in trolley buses, etc. Next one, intermediate periodic duty with starting. So these type of drives are using where we are using is heat losses during starting cannot be ignored. Thus, it consisting of period of starting, a period of operating at a constant load and a rest period, the operating and rest period being too short to attain the thermal equilibrium during one duty cycle. So period of starting position losses we will not ignore. Those losses also will consider in this type of drives. Intermediate periodic duty with starting and breaking. Starting and breaking. So these type of drives especially we are using in rolling and metal cutting lathes offer such operating conditions. So identical duty cycles each consisting of a period of starting, a period of operating at a constant load, period of breaking and rest period. So these drives will use for period of operation at a constant load. So that's what these type of drives are called intermittent periodic duty with starting and breaking. So next one, continuous duty with intermittent period loading. So these drives are operation of constant load and period of operation at not load. So example is pressing, cutting, drilling machines. Next one, continuous operation with starting and breaking. So these drives consisting of a period of starting, a period of operation at a constant load, and a period of electrical braking. There is no period of rest. So there is no rest in this type of drives. Blooming mills examples. Next one, continuous duty with periodic speed changes. So here continuous duty, constant load and speed will changes. This type of drives are using in real time applications like um, AC motor drives and DC motor drives. So there we are using this type of continuous duty with periodic speed changes. A best example is trolleys and trains. So this speed will changes at every time. So that's what this type of drives are continuous duty with periodic speed changes. So next one, eating curves. So eating curves we will discuss in another video. Okay, thank you everyone.